This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now, we got Max B, House Money, yesterday. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. French Montana's album also came out. I didn't really like that he came out the same day Max B came out. Kind of should give Max that day. And then French comes out the next week and keeps the train going. You know, like it's extra promotion, cross promotion because they're on each other's albums, right? Now, I noticed that Camron is also on, he's on Max B's album. So, if he's on Max B's album, then Max B's on Camron's new album, Purple Haze, right? So, it's like, what does Jim Jones feel like? Camron and Jim Jones, they both had some problems over the past couple years, as we've seen. They've been having problems for over a decade, okay? Technically, like, on and off. When, you know, Camron and 50 had the problem, Jim Jones kind of sided with 50 in that situation, and that made things a little rough, and I'm sure a lot of things led up to that. We saw the Jim Jones interview where he cried with Funk Flex and all that. But also, Jim has a huge problem with Max B, and we know why. I did that in an interview when it first happened, okay? Max B was upset that he wasn't getting the support he felt he needed from Jim. Jim wasn't letting anybody shine, this and that. And, you know, it was also over Cord, bail. It was so much stuff. You know, there was a lot of stuff. So Max B went on a tirade campaign against Jim Jones, you know, telling him that, you know, Chrissy, his wife, basically touched it in Miami. He would go on crazy rants with that. It made me uncomfortable filming it sometimes. I was like, this is crazy, bro. But I was like, this guy must really be mad over something. Like, something really happened here. You know, like, even deeper than this, because this is crazy. And then Max went in, and, you know, Max couldn't sign another deal because he was signed to Jim Jones. So Jim Jones was also holding him back. You know, sometimes you just gotta, like, work it out early and let things go, because look where they went, you know? You can't really hold people back. You can't. You know, if you're not giving them the support they need, you gotta let them go. Otherwise, it's gonna turn ugly like it did. So Camron and Jim Jones had their problems. Max and Jim had their problems. Now, Camron and Jim's problems came to a head a few years ago. You know, where Jim was doing these... You know, Jim signed Rock Nation. Camron and Jim had these, you know, public issues. They were having problems before that. And it just came to a head. But they recently worked them out. So everything seemed good. They did Diplomatic Immunity or whatever that was. Diplomatic Ties. I forget the name of the album. It was a good album. And now Camron is poking the bear again by messing with Max B. Someone who Jim still to this day doesn't like. You know, he when that issue gets brought up, he says, you know, I don't wish jailing anybody, but I don't care about him. You know, I don't care about that guy. You know, like, and, you know, he's probably happy, let's be honest. Okay. And, you know, messy situation. We'll have to see what happens. But Jim, Camron, I don't know how good they really are at this point with this, you know. You know, I don't blame Camron for working with Max. Max, he knew, you know, Max was from the neighborhood, and he never had a problem with Max, you know. But Jim, I know why I can understand why he has a problem, you know, like, it went there, you know. Max took it there because Jim was holding him back, you know. It's just all around super messy. But what do you guys think about that? How do you think this is going to work out? I don't know. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one.